Hi guys, and welcome back to my channel. Oh my goodness, it has been so long since I have filmed a video, and it's mainly due because in Europe it's currently summer. I won't say it's that much summer in the Netherlands. It has been quite cold here, but it is summer in Europe, and I have been traveling quite a bit. I think like probably for a month now, and then like on and off, just been like very busy and doing things and hanging out with friends. That's what summer is all about. And then winter, yeah, you tend to just be more indoors and not be that active, so then I have way more time to actually film videos. And as I'm sitting here, my jean is literally, I actually gonna open my first. Yeah, that's more comfortable after the summer holidays, you know. Definitely gained some kilograms, which is fine. Summer is there to enjoy, but I just had to open that to be more comfortable. But anyways, I thought the best way for me to come back and start filming again is just to basically answer everyone's questions. So I've received so many comments, so many questions, so many messages, whether it's usually on my videos and then obviously on Instagram, and I haven't had time to actually get back to you guys, which I feel so bad for, because I really enjoy like speaking to you guys, like I don't know, just how can I say, like connecting with you guys. And I haven't been doing that. I've been trying here and there when I was like relaxing, not doing much, but I also wanted to take a break this summer and just like, I don't know, like just be out there. That's why I didn't like actually take my camera and film that much. I did however take some videos and photos obviously on my phone, so when I get time I'll just make like very short clips, maybe like a reel type of thing that I can put on YouTube, just like a highlight of my holidays to Turkey, Croatia and then Greece, which was amazing. Like really, it was absolutely like breathtaking views, amazing food, best experiences. And I have 1 week of travels left. In 2 weeks I'm going with Sophia on a surf and yoga retreat, which I'm looking forward to. That's like a bucket list item for me, is like a surf retreat. But anyways, so I'm gonna jump into the questions. I'm just gonna start actually on YouTube. Like I've got my YouTube studio. That's like, if you have a YouTube channel, then you can just like see all your stats and questions and everything there, and you can basically just see like I have all my comments or questions. I'm just going to go through them all, and usually I would reply literally to 100% of all of you. When I get the time, I'll just like smash out replies to everyone, but this time it will just take me too long. It's been like 2 months since I think I properly like replied. If there's something I know there's one person I actually like said I would send something. I need to find that person, was on Instagram, and reply. But anyways, I'll do that somewhere today. And excuse my wet hair, I just went to exercise this morning. I will later on also do a like update on what's the next few months looking like. A lot of changes and exciting things. But anyways, okay, so the first person said, where is the best area to move to in the Netherlands? And before I answer that, if you ever have questions, please leave a comment on any of my videos, whether it's the one you're watching or doesn't matter. And then also on Instagram, I will leave my handle somewhere, but it's literally just, if you type in Christina Stream, you'll get it. You can send me a message there. It's more private, and then I will respond there as well. So yeah, so where's the best area? So I am obviously a bit what's that word, that English word, like if you're not like independent on your meaning, on your opinion, whatever, I'm not gonna try to think of that now. But I have been living in the current area that I've been living since I moved to the Netherlands, so it's almost 3 years, and for me it is the best area, especially if you are single and if you I don't know, just want to be like where a lot of like things are happening. Like there's a lot of bars. It's not that touristy, but some areas might be. But yeah, a lot of bars, a lot of just shops everywhere, like a lot of Albert Heijns. It's just busy, but yet still feels like suburby. But yeah, I would say if you look at the map of Amsterdam, just to give you like a honest opinion, if you look at the map of Amsterdam, there's a highway 810, and usually for me anything within that is always like a good distance from everything. So for me personally, like anything from the bottom, so the south of Amsterdam, towards, like, you'll see where the canal starts. It makes like all these lines. That area becomes more touristy. So for me personally, just south, so not outside of that highway, just south, more upwards, just before you get to all the like Prinsesgracht, Heidengracht, like all those different canals, that like middle circle is like for me the nicest area. But that's just my opinion, and it's also based on my experience living here. How's the weather? Is it copable? So my honest opinion, Amsterdam probably has the worst weather. It just is what it is. If you are a person that cannot bear wind, cold weather and rain, you will probably not be happy here. For me, I didn't move here for the weather. I moved here for the lifestyle, for the people, for just the overall life that I can live here, free, walk. It's just more like international and yeah, all those things. So the weather is bad. It rains so much. This summer is probably the worst summer that Amsterdam or the Netherlands has had. Probably only had like 3 weeks of like maybe between 20 and 25 degrees. Yeah, so it depends also. It's very like the app will say it won't rain, it's like it's gonna be good weather, and you look outside and it's raining and it's shitty weather, you know. So it's very unpredictable, the weather living here. So yeah, and probably out of the 12 months, I would say you definitely have worse weather for like 9 out of the 12 months. But that's also just like, it can vary, it can really vary. Like sometimes it's just cold with no rain like for 2-3 weeks. Sometimes it is like normal outside but it's raining like for 3 weeks straight. You don't know what you're getting. But living here is amazing, and it makes up for the weather. And as you said, is it copable? Of course it is. Like if you have your rain jacket, you can go. You know, I've cycled in rain, walked in rain, in horrible wind, and it's fine. It's fine. Can you please help with the name of Facebook groups, if any, for finding apartments? Because I did mention we found this apartment on Facebook, and to be honest, I cannot remember the name because I was not the one. I don't have Facebook, so my one Dutch friend sent me the name and I sent it on to Razan because she has Facebook. So to be honest, I don't know anymore actually how Facebook works. Like, can you not like just search at the top, maybe saying like apartments Netherlands, or rental apartments Amsterdam? I'm not sure if that is a way of finding like groups. Oh yeah, I won't be any help there. Like I cannot remember. I have a new phone, so I can also not go back on chats to see that. I must say, some people ask me a lot of like different things on like CA. So I only know CA, Chartered Accountancy. I don't know what's the one they always ask. Like here's the thing now, ICAEW. Like sorry if I'm being very dumb here, but I don't know what that is. There's also the one, what's that international one? It might come up. But to be honest, like if people ask me like which one is better, I don't know. Like I must say, even people in South Africa that don't have chartered accountancy background, if you have like a proper accounting background, you can still get work here. I have a friend that only has like I think BCom accounting, and she found work here. So it's not always that you need CA for everything. I think if you know like you have like a IFRS or US GAAP background and you have experience in that, I think you will be able to find a job. It won't necessarily be the easiest, but you will find something. But just for future reference, I just know about chartered accountancy, not any other accounting studies. What type of knee brace did you have? So this is obviously on one of my knee dislocation videos. The knee brace I had first of all was like an immobilizing one. It was just like a black one with like these metals on the side and like an opening for my kneecap, but I couldn't like bend it. It was just straight. That metal kept it straight. After that I had one that was just like a tight, flexible. It was like a material one, no opening. It was like this long and just completely black. It had like a mold for my knee, but it wasn't open, and stretchy and tight, and I had that. But a lot of people have those ones like that has like an open space for the knee, that's short. Like if you just put on online knee brace, like you get a lot of different ones, but those were the two I had. After the surgery, in how many days were you able to get up from bed? So just also to clarify this, I never had surgery. After I had my knee dislocation, I went to the hospital and they actually did x-rays to see if a part of my patella chipped off, because if that happened they had to like operate to get that out. Otherwise, I don't know the medical things that can happen, but it's not good if that happens. So everything was fine. It was literally just my patella that dislocated, so it was just like I needed to heal. So I didn't have any operation, but get up from your bed. But yeah, walking, it took quite a while. For a week I couldn't obviously walk. I had to keep it immobilized, and then I started probably only walking, that was May. Yeah, like 5 weeks I started to put pressure on the one leg with my two crutches. How to take the exam for chartered accountancy. So yet again, I can only speak from South Africa side. You study 3 years undergraduate, it's a BCom chartered accountancy degree, and then you basically need to qualify for your honors. You do your honors, which is hell, but definitely doable, and then you do your 3 years of article/internship, which you get paid for, but not a lot. A lot of people also ask me like my salary amount, and I can promise you it's not a lot for 3 years. And then once you do your article for 3 years, you qualify, and then you are a chartered accountant. But in that 3 years you write 2 board exams, one in your first year, usually beginning of your first year of articles, and one in your second year towards the end. And then you just do your last year of articles, and then you qualify. But there's also different routes that you can follow. If you do it like through UNISA, that is like a distance based university, or I think you can do like this other one, a lot of people from Cape Town study it. What is it, some accounting science, like you can take that route as well, but I'm not familiar with it. Okay, some people just like give me their story, their background, and this was David van Niekerk probably, and yeah, just giving like compliments and just saying something. So yeah, thank you also for people like being like that. That's really nice. I need to reply to these people as well. Then Hazel Brooks, I can probably also say the names, then you know it was your question if you are watching. Hi Christina, I love your channel. I'm moving to Amsterdam end of August and I found it to be such a great resource. Again, neighborhood. So on that, go back to the first question, like Amsterdam Zuid, Apollo Laan, the Pipe, around Vondelpark, Rivierenbuurt, even Buitenvelde, like it's a little bit further, but there, yeah, that's just a few. Yeah, also wanting to be close to shops a bit, yeah, but I must say anything between like Vondelpark and the south, and in that circle, even just above Vondelpark, is also good. Anyone know if it's normal to not be able to move my leg one day after dislocating my knee? I can move my toes but not my leg. Yes, that's definitely normal. I couldn't move, or they told me not to move my leg for a week. I had to keep it stable, and even if I wanted to, I couldn't. Like, yeah, it's just horrible. But yeah, that's completely normal. Even bend my knee, it feels so tight, I don't know. Yeah, so this thing, one thing about your knee, once you dislocate your knee, this is how my physio explained it to me. Your body, the way it reacts, it's to save fluid, so to make fluid in the area that you had your injury, and it's a way in the body responding to how do I say this in English? Basically just to prevent it from hurting further, or who's this? Wait, hold on. Sorry, that was just a delivery. So basically, yeah, the way of it's your body just responding to the whole injury, it will basically just accumulate a lot of fluid in that area to just, what's the word? To I want to say save, but it's not save, just to look after your knee. So it creates a lot of fluid, and then what happens is your knee cannot bend normally because there's too much fluid. It prevents your knee from bending, it's stiff. So it is normal after your injury to have extra fluid in that area, the swelling, everything, and then that creates that your knee cannot bend. That's normal, and usually you would to just like elevate your knee higher than your heart. Yeah, I'm just quoting my physio's words, and then that will help get rid of the swelling. But my swelling stayed for quite a bit, like the heavy swelling, like 3 weeks, but my swelling was there for like over a month, which was quite, you know, surprising. Then why do you sound South African? Because I am South African. I come from Durban. In high school, but aiming to be a CA one day. So in high school, is it wise to do commercials only? Am I dumb that I'm not understanding that question? To do commercials only? Do they mean like economics? I'm bad. Commercials only? I truly don't understand that. But one fun fact, I don't know if it has changed since leaving South Africa, but I know with the university I studied at, you didn't needed to have accounting to study chartered accountancy, even though I would suggest you taking it because it makes it easier, because you do have the most difficult accounting once you start studying. So I had a lot of friends that struggled with that, yeah, to like start with accounting only in university. How do you structure your week to ensure that you are always working at your fullest potential? Sometimes it can be difficult to find the motivation. So this is Haley Fawcett. Okay, let me start from the beginning. My partner is working full-time and studying part-time. How do you structure your week to ensure that you are always working at your fullest potential? Sometimes it can be difficult to find the motivation, as he is often so overwhelmed with his work. I would really appreciate your nighttime study routine if possible. Well, that's really tough. So I never studied part-time, but I had a lot of friends. I know a lot of people here in the Netherlands that does that, and wow, kudos to you if that is what you are currently doing, because that must be tough. But I think if I can like just think of the way I studied, and if I had to do it part-time, and she just basically wants to know like the study routine that I would follow, and that would probably, the thing is, I think you just need to stick to your routine. If you are, but that's also like my personality, if I stuck to something, no matter how tired I am, how what happens, I stuck to that routine. It first of all makes me more I don't know, it creates this thing in me that I'm like, yes, you know, I didn't want to do it, I did it, and I feel good. It makes me actually want to try harder and want to push through, and it gives me that not excitement, it gives me that why do I struggle with my English today? Oh, it's so horrible. But it just gives me that that fire to, you know, keep on going. So if I am a person that had to work throughout the day, first of all, during your work day, if you do find any spare time, try to just push in some studies, some like exercises or things you have to do in there, and then that your day is just more proactive. Because like at work you're not always that busy, and then in the evening, like, create that routine. If that is getting home at 7 or 8, take an hour, even if it's 2 hours, an hour and a half break, go and exercise, go do something that just like makes you forget about what you did during the day. Eat health, or not healthy, but eat good food that makes you feel good, and then you just need to sit. It's like literally just being, for that time that you have this part-time studying, just being committed and being like, okay, for 3 hours or 2 hours after work, like say you get home at, I'm not sure if this is South Africa, it might be you coming back at home like 6:30, and then maybe if you say like, okay, at 8:30 I'm gonna sit and work till 11, I'm just gonna do it, push through. If you didn't end up working in the evening, try getting up like 2 hours before work and, you know, catching up, like doing it that way. Even weekends, I think like having a routine where you, okay, maybe Sundays you are completely off, you can be with your friends, your family, but Saturdays you're gonna work, or vice versa, whichever day. But I think just having a routine and sticking to it, even though you have your hard days and tough times, because I think that is what makes you push through, and that gives you the fire, the word I'm looking for, to keep on going. So yeah, and also at the end I've learned, like, if you keep that feeling with you, stress and all those things, try to just put it aside. Like, you have your work, just do your work, just get it done. Don't worry to be the best at your work now. You're studying, like, try to just do your work as good as possible with the time given, and once you leave work, you leave it, and then you worry about studies, because studies is what you need to qualify and to get you further. So I hope that helps a bit. But yeah, there's nothing technically, you just have to have a good routine that works for you and find it, like play around with it for 2 weeks, and then you just stick by it. Except if you are like ill or something, obviously take a break, but otherwise you just have to push it through. And yeah, and also like communicate with your people that you live with, like if you're married or you live with your partner. Yeah, communicate your routine, and hopefully your partner can just be very supportive in that and help you. I wanted to know, how can I get a hold of your Instagram? It's just Christina's Dream. Just type it in, you will be able to find it. I'm just 14-year-old kid from SA trying to get a good job. How did you balance your work life with social life while studying? Your work life. So as I said, I didn't study and work, but basically balancing my studies and my social life. Like, I must say I wasn't the biggest social butterfly when I studied. I did, however, I didn't study that hard my first 3 years. I like studied, I did whatever I had to do, but I never went the extra mile. I just did, like, if I had work to do, I would like do it, sometimes not even like understanding, just to show I did it, like not one like worrying whether it's correct or not. And then yeah, I would like hang out with my friends in the evenings. I was in a sorority or hostel, whatever you call it, and you know, I played sports for my hostel. I did a lot of other things. So I would just say the same thing, like when it was my study time, I would study. I would you know, within the period of 8 to 5 or 6, I would be on campus doing my things, go to the library if I couldn't work in my hostel room, and then in the evenings, you know, go do sports, be with friends, and maybe the evening put in 1 or 2 hours. But yeah, just making sure you still enjoy life, but obviously put your academics first. It's 4 years, 5 years that you need to put into your studies. Just do that, but also enjoy life. Like, find a routine and stick to that, and the rest, when you don't have to study, go and enjoy life. Please confirm if there is a difference in the minimum salary needed if above 30 years old. Oh, that's on the 30% tax ruling. Hi there, can you please confirm if there is a difference in the minimum salary needed if above 30 years old? To be honest, I don't think so. I've never heard that there's a age connected to the 30% ruling. I can be wrong, but I've never heard about it. Okay, how to apply for jobs in the UK? I'm not in the UK, I'm in Amsterdam. But to apply for jobs, maybe find the companies you want. Like, LinkedIn is always your first option. Then once you're on LinkedIn, you can maybe search, like find companies that you really like. You can also do searches before and of companies in the sectors you like in Amsterdam or the Netherlands or UK, wherever you are, and then go on their website and see if they have vacancies, and then respond to that. At which age did you pass your chartered accountancy? So I passed the year when I turned 25. That's when, yeah, I passed. I know I did my CA in South Africa. Someone asked whether I did it in India. I did it in South Africa. When you moved at the beginning, did you stay in a B&B until you find an apartment? Yes, I stayed in a bed and breakfast, I think, for almost, oh, the lighting has changed a bit, the sun is coming out. I've stayed in an Airbnb for almost, oh, just put it down a bit, the exposure, for almost 2 weeks, just, yeah, less than 2 weeks, because I found my apartment and then I stopped my Airbnb. I could cancel it at any time. Yeah, I'm not gonna get through everything, it's just way too much. So the only thing I can say is that any comments that you guys leave now or message me on Instagram, I would try my best to reply. Definitely what do you call it, YouTube. Instagram I struggle with sometimes because it goes into a different side, and yeah, it's just a lot obviously replying to everyone, but I am trying. But anyways, I'm gonna end this video here because there's just way too much. I thought it would be easy and quick, and I just want to say that I've reached 4,000 subscribers, which I am, like I've always said, I don't want it to be too much because I'm already struggling to get back to all you guys. But it is nice to, I don't know, have people watching my channel or videos, and it's a nice feeling knowing that I can help people or just like be like providing value on certain topics and things. So anyways, I am going to drink water now. I'm super thirsty, and then yeah, hopefully I will get videos up, like short videos on my 3 trips that I had. And this week I think I'll just like film one day in my life, a very short video. Maybe Tuesday or Thursday I'm doing personal training classes. Actually, I've started, then I can talk about that, and I can hopefully like film with her. I will ask her. She's very like cool, and yeah, she's from New Zealand, so I can show you guys on the journey I'm going there. But yes, I'm gonna end it. I hope you guys are doing well and that you guys are still keeping safe, and then I'll see you next week with a new video. Bye bye.